Empire LARP. Each nation in 5 minutes or less. Imperial Orcs. Orcs are creatures of two worlds, guided by the whisper of those who have gone before in their souls. Their territories include Scarsind. 5 things about Imperial Orcs. Loyal to the core, our loyalty to our legion, our nation and our empire makes us who we are. We are citizens, we won the right to be part of this empire and we are proud of our place in it. We are building a nation. We have a homeland now, but a nation is so much more than lines on a map. War is in our soul, fighting is spiritual, and it allows us to hear our ancestors. Life is precious. You have just one chance to make your mark. Do not squander it. Imperial Orc archetypes. Warlord. Legions choose their own commanders, called warlords, with individuals chosen for their ability to prove clear, effective leadership in battle, according to the traditions of the individual legion. Pit fighter. Professional fighters of the pits in which the Orcs hone their combat skills, trading on the reputation for skill and strength that they have built up in previous fights. Pit fighters build their careers until their notoriety means that other Orcs begin to seek them out and actively challenge them. Shaman. Most Orcs only experience communion with the ancestors when battle is upon them, but a few individuals, called shamans, are able to hear the voices more frequently. They are almost incessantly surrounded by the constant input of ancestral advice, much of it bearing a contradictory or even hostile message. Preacher. Those Imperial Orcs who embrace the way and become priests. Warcaster. The highly physical traditions of the Wintermark runesmiths has appealed to some Orcs who adopt a similar approach and become warcasters. Oathwright. Oathwrights believe that the bond between an item and a person affects them both. Items may gain worth by being owned and bonded to the right person, and the right item affects an individual's hopes of becoming an ancestor. Bone setter. Usually trained apothecaries, physics or both, bone setters are expected to attend to the physical needs of the Legion, but their remit runs well beyond this. Thief taker. Working closely with Imperial magistrates, thief takers earn their income by collecting bounties on criminals who have fled the law, and more rarely by taking payments from private individuals looking to identify perpetrators of crimes. Reaver. Soldiers of the legions who become dedicated to raiding and mercenary work. What the Imperial Orcs are not. Traditional Orcs. While the Imperial Orcs draw on some ideas found in other settings, they have their own unique culture and background. They are not the Orcs of Lord of the Rings or Games Workshop's Warhammer setting. Many elements of those settings do not fit and have been deliberately excluded. Brutal or callous savages. Imperial Orcs are few in number, and if they are to build a nation, they cannot afford to lose warriors every time they fight. They enjoy battle, but they strive to minimise losses, and they take no particular pleasure in killing. If you are planning to play an Imperial Orc, please read the whole Orc brief. Look and feel. The Imperial Orc look is a patchwork of second-hand clothing and equipment collected together. Equipment is aged and worn, a reflection of the Orc preference for old items with history and story over things that are new. Base colours are dull or dark. Brown is seen as a practical colour that hides mud and dirt stains. These will be contrasted with stark colours like blood red or midnight blue. To finish, here are some examples of players in their kit.